OSF has proposed a new strategy for future healthcare in Streator that may well be a model for other rural markets, and we're pleased that this new model will be in Streator. But I want to speak to something a little bit different that is perhaps more to what your mission is, and that's to the process of this review. The citizens of Streator have articulated far better than I can ever do how they feel about this. Our concern as a city is that this process has not been handled the right way. It remains the city of Streator's opinion that the hospital has been under HSHS, under-resourced, and that with increasing overhead to their balance sheet in a manner that may give a wrong impression. OSF should be credited and applauded for their hard work in the last couple of weeks in working with the Illinois General Assembly to try to get permission to have a standalone ER in Streator. But ladies and gentlemen, they shouldn't have had to give those Herculean efforts. HSHS should have been required first to take care of that problem before that kind of last-minute rush had to occur. There was an RFP process, and it went out to 16 different hospitals. That RFP process was short-circuited. I can attest to the fact that the city was in touch with a couple of other hospitals that were recipients of the data pack. There was no date established, and they were surprised about that because they were interested in the hospital. The RFP process was short-circuited, so we will never know whether or not there was another buyer who could have kept the hospital open. You've already heard comments here, which I won't repeat, about competition, about the issues that this creates for ambulances, travel time and access. And so I'm here to ask you, to implore you, to change this process. There will be other communities, we know, rural communities in Illinois that will undergo these sorts of gut-wrenching issues. And we implore you to take more of these issues into consideration, because Streator as a community has been abused by this process, and we hope that you can make changes in the process so that other communities don't have to endure